Action, action, action. Right. We coming at you.
Very soon.
Okay. Okay, folks. Okay. How are we doing today? Welcome. Wow, it's been a while. I've been off for a while, relaxing, enjoying the summer, being all over the city doing different things. And now I'm back. We're just getting back in line, getting in tune to crank up the investment stuff going on in Canada, United States. And welcome all to join me this evening. So what I normally do, give yourself a few minutes, get yourself a pen, a piece of paper. You can take notes, you can ask questions. Feel free to share the feed with your friends, your family member. And we're going to get stuff going here in a little while. Yeah, we can get stuff going in a little while. We can be live on Instagram. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. And we just cranked up to the next level. So how are we doing today? Good. So joining me today, my friend Patrick. How are you doing, Patrick?
Good, how are you?
Excellent, excellent.
Awesome.
So we have a fully loaded show for you this evening. It educates you in a step-by-step process. Pretty much what we're doing tonight, folks, we're bringing the crystal ball to you.
Exactly. That's true.
So we're bringing the crystal ball to you. You know, sometimes when things happen, people say, well, I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know. You never know anything. So tonight we bring the crystal ball to you so you don't have to worry anymore. So all you got to do is observe, take the information in. And if you like, you invest. And if you don't like, you keep doing more research. It's totally up to you.
Exactly.
But we're strongly investing.
Yep.
And we encourage you to do the same. You can contact myself, contact Patrick after the show. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section, or we can give you our direct contact information. And you can see exactly if you want to ask more questions, you can meet with us one-on-one to go through the process of investing in real estate.
Definitely.
Okay. So what are we talking about today, Patrick?
God, a lot. Too much stuff. Well, actually, what excites me is the immigration trends in Canada right now. The immigration trends, the population growth.
Right.
There's a lot of exciting stuff going on that affects the way we think as investors.
Why is that so important?
Why is it very important? It's very important because, I mean, as an investor, you always want to think ahead of the masses, right? You want to invest in the right places.
Right.
So having these secrets, right, we're actually going to the fortune teller like you were talking about, right, really help you, right, and put you in front.
Right. Okay. So what's some of the areas we're looking at, or what's going on with the immigration trend? Tell me.
Well, if you look at the immigration trends, I mean, looking at my notes here, right?
Right.
And like in 2016, right, Canada accepted about 296,000 immigrants, right? Now this year we're accepting about 320,000, and that's a lot. If you notice, the Canadian birth rate is very low. So only right now it's about 1.6.
So you're saying Canadians are not having sex? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they're obviously not having enough. Kids, right? And so right now it's 1.6, 1.5, 1.6. In order for Canada to sustain population growth,
right,
we're about half a child, 0.5 short. So it needs to be at about 2.1.
So hence why the immigration program is being ramping up.
Very, very important.
Right. So if you guys don't want new immigrants to come to this country, start having more sex, make more babies. But here's a problem in growing a country based on birth rate.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest problems you're going to find in growing a country on birth rate is too slow.
Exactly.
It takes you 18 years to grow your child to adult stage where they can actually start contributing to the economy.
Exactly.
Okay. Whereas through the immigration program is like next month, next week, overnight, 6 months from now. Exactly. It happens in a faster pace. Okay, so what happened? We increased the immigration rate from 280,000 to 320,000.
Correct.
Per year.
Per year.
What area of the country they come in?
Oh God, a lot of them are coming to the GTA,
right,
to Ontario, because this is a central hub.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So they come in here locally.
Yes.
And what is their lifestyle like? Are they buying, they're selling, they're investing? What are they doing?
They're buying, they're selling. We're bringing educated people into this country, skilled workers into our workforce. So these people are coming in with credentials, with education, with degrees, and they're also coming with capital to invest in this country.
So they're coming with money?
Yes, they're coming with
money.
Right.
More important, not only they come with the education stuff Patrick talked about, and they also come with money. When they land here, guess what, Patrick? They have zero debt load.
Exactly.
So they don't have a car loan, they don't have a student loan, they have none of the other stuff that a seasoned Canadian would already have. So the ability to purchase is a lot higher and faster.
Exactly, and they're coming with, some of them are coming with 2-3 kids already.
Wow, so
they're going to need homes to live in.
They need homes to live in, right. And so we've seen, I think we've seen anything between 6 months to 15 months. As the new immigrant land into Toronto and the GTA area, they're buying real estate as soon as possible.
Exactly.
And that's very impressive, which is causing the real estate market to grow.
Exactly.
Okay, it's good stuff. Now, so other than the immigration stuff going on, what else are we looking at?
Well, we're also looking at the transportation network,
right?
Because as these immigrants, I mean, the government's very smart. As these immigrants are coming in, as immigration increases, they're also developing the infrastructure in the country. So if you notice,
so the roads and highways,
the roads, you notice there's a lot of GO train expansion.
Right.
The 407's being expanded right now.
Excellent.
It's being expanded to Bowmanville. The GO train is also being expanded to Bowmanville. There's talks right now actually about the high-speed train network that's going.
Hold on a second. The high-speed train network. What exactly is that, and where's it going to be going?
That high-speed train network is going to actually run from Toronto all the way to London, Ontario by 2025.
Right.
And all the way to Windsor.
Wow, we're going that far?
By 2031.
Here comes the crystal ball. So you see that, folks. High-speed rail.
Yes.
Coming from Windsor, stopping in London. Or it has to stop from Toronto,
stopping in
London.
And then from London, going all the way
west to Windsor. So what that means, folks, anything on the 401 line from Windsor all the way into Toronto, linking to the GTA, that's your opportunity right there.
Exactly.
That's your opportunity. So as you guys know, I'm pretty strong in Ingersoll, Woodstock area. So London is about 20 minutes.
Correct.
From Ingersoll, Woodstock.
Yes.
So if you're living in Ingersoll, Woodstock, you jump on 20 minutes to London, get on a high-speed rail in Toronto. What's the time frame from London to Toronto on the high-speed rail?
It's going to be about 1 hour and, I think it's 1 hour and 30 minutes, somewhere there.
So there's no stopping, it's just express?
Actually, there are a few stops.
Okay.
There's a stop in Guelph, I believe. And
one in Guelph?
There's one more stop somewhere else. So about 2 stops along the way.
Right, very good, very good. So here's the thing, folks. The history has shown if you live between 5 kilometers is the max, then it goes down to 1 kilometer closer to any transportation service. You normally see great or mass appreciation on your real estate purchase, whether it's commercial or residential.
So what these guys are trying to say is, the government's trying to say is like, you can live in Windsor, you can live in London,
Right.
and you can still work in Toronto.
In Toronto. Isn't that impressive? So some of you were concerned about going out in the outskirts. I'm big in the suburb right now. Going out in the suburbs, getting stuck in traffic, driving 2 or 3 hours into the city, and that's what some of you are concerned about. I'm not concerned about that because I see the transportation service is being put in place to accommodate your lifestyle if that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
Okay, it's pretty simple. So you can, from London to Toronto, hour and 20 minutes, no traffic, right downtown Toronto. Where brings the Union Station?
I think it'll be from Union.
Right at the Union Station, and you can be working downtown Toronto and have yourself a wonderful time.
Correct.
Okay. Now that's for who wants to move out there and live out there. For the investors now, the same concept applies. You buy a property, close proximity to see these locations we're talking about.
Exactly.
You rent them out. Okay. Now, what investors normally ask me, Patrick, what about employment in the suburbs?
Employment, there's a lot of employment in the suburbs. I mean, we were talking about Ingersoll. Ingersoll's it's a manufacturing hub.
Right.
I mean, 20 minutes from Ingersoll, in Woodstock, you have the Toyota manufacturing
plant. Yep.
Right in Ingersoll itself, you have the GM Cami plant right there in Ingersoll.
Excellent.
So it's a manufacturing. You have there are about 15 or 20 other manufacturing plants in that area in southwestern Ontario within a 15-minute drive from Ingersoll. So I love that area because that's where manufacturing thrives.
Right. Excellent. So you understand that, folks? So there's jobs out there. So if you buy a property, there was an investment property, your personal home, you're able to rent it out, you get decent type rent. Now, the other thing people ask, what's the price compared to Toronto? So now we're going to the suburb, hour away, hour and 50 minutes away. What is the price compared to Toronto or the GTA?
You're getting definitely a better price per square foot. And to make that clear, you're getting like a cheaper home.
You get so less price home per square foot.
Per square foot.
So you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Right. Excellent. Excellent. If you have any questions, folks, feel free to post your questions. I'm here with Patrick, and we're going to take all your questions. If you have any questions at all, we're going to take your questions to help you understand things to the next level. All right. So what else going on there, Patrick? Talk to me.
Well, looking at, Ingersoll, right? Ingersoll, London, Woodstock, I mean, that area is strong. I mean, if you look at, even just looking at the population growth in Ingersoll, between 2011 and 2016, the population in Ingersoll grew by 5.1%.
Right.
The population growth in Ontario is 4.6, so it grew higher than the population growth in Ontario, and also higher than the population growth in Canada, which was at 5%.
Right. So you see strong population growth in Ingersoll.
In Ingersoll, even Woodstock.
Woodstock
was at 8.3, higher than the Canadian growth at 5, and higher than the Ontario growth at 4.3.
Are we seeing price appreciation reflecting the population increase?
Oh, definitely.
Right.
We are seeing that.
What kind of appreciation we seeing in Ingersoll?
Oh God, we're seeing a lot. I mean, even looking at between March when one of our clients bought a property in March at 89,000. The same property in September was 620,000.
Wow.
Calculate that in percentage, right? You can see the growth is there.
So growth is definitely there. Excellent. So you see that, folks? Ingersoll, Woodstock, London. What else we were talking about out there? Ingersoll, Woodstock, London. Who else? St. Thomas, Tillsonburg. You guys know what Tillsonburg is? Some of these names you're not familiar with, and it's good because I normally tell people that come to me, if I mention a city and you know it already, that means the price is already up.
Correct.
Because everybody's talking about it, okay? Yes. So some of the cities we talk about tonight, you probably would not hear any of these cities before until tonight. Feel free to do your research. Also contact myself or Patrick. I'm going to give you access, so contact us, and you can take it from there, okay? So Tillsonburg, Ingersoll, Woodstock, Almer, St. Thomas, London, and the list goes on of all the places that you can actually invest in starting off. And you're getting good price because you're getting there before the masses get exposed to it. Exactly. I think from Ingersoll or even Woodstock, we do some calculation, and it goes every major hub coming into Toronto, you increase by 100,000. So from Ingersoll to Cambridge, no, Ingersoll to Kitchener-Waterloo, $100,000 more. Kitchener-Waterloo to Cambridge, $100,000 more. Cambridge to Milton, $100,000 more. And as soon as you get to Mississauga, you double the price.
Double the price.
Can you imagine that stuff? So you get to Mississauga, you have to double the price.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Okay? So you understand why I'm so big on the suburbs. Because we seeing, or some of you might call it the country.
Yeah.
I love the country, because the country makes money.
Hey, man. Me too.
It makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm big on these places, because if you're there before everyone else, when they come, all they're gonna do is bring the prices up. You see strong appreciation.
Exactly. So exactly, we're following the 401.
Right.
So we're going west on the 401 all the way to London. We're not
Right.
going past London right
Right.
now. We're stopping at London, and we're gonna watch the impact of the market past London as you get into places like Chatham, Kent.
Right.
You know, going towards Windsor.
You guys know what Chatham Kent is? No?
Actually, the high-speed train is supposed to have a stop in Chatham, Kent, so we'll
Right.
see what impact that has on the market at that point in time.
Yeah. So Chatham Kent is, where's Chatham Kent? A little bit west?
Yes, west of London.
Of London?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, thanks, Eve. Thanks, Eve. Absolutely. Great information. We're providing great information so folks can take advantage of this stuff. Hey, Eve, how you doing, man? You good? Eve is a good guy. He's a mortgage broker, and he's doing his thing out there.
That's
Very
good.
passionate about the real estate business,
Yeah.
and he's doing pretty good for himself. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about today, folks. Having a crystal ball and able to see things before the masses get on board. Okay. Like a lot of you guys don't understand this. Do you know that less than 1% of the whole country own more than 1 or 2 properties?
That's an interesting fact.
Okay, only 6 or 7% of Ontarians own a home, and less than 1% of the whole country own more than 2 properties. So if you're able to buy yourself a second or third property, you're a shining star automatically. Okay, you're a shining star because you are buying into the future of this country
At a discount.
at a discount. Because when you look at the prices 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you're like, wow, I should have bought 10 of them. I should have bought 15 of them. And that's what the crystal ball is, folks. This is not black magic. Okay. Okay. This is having the ability to mathematically calculate what the future is going to be like based on the sound financial principles we have in place today.
Exactly.
Okay. This is not no and everything appear money in your pocket. Okay. There's none of that stuff. It's based on sound financial principles, pre-calculating what's going to happen. Again, you're still taking on a bit of a risk.
Exactly.
What's going to happen in the future to the Canadian real estate market, to the GTA and out of the GTA real estate market, and able to take the advantage of those opportunities and make yourself a lot of money.
And how much money you make also depends on your strategy. Like,
Right.
I mean, some people buy and sell fast. So you buy and sell to create cash.
Right.
You buy and hold
Right.
to create wealth.
You understand? I repeat it. Let these guys hear that. That's good. You went too fast, Patrick. Let go slow. Let me get it again. You heard that, Patrick? Tell them again. What happens?
So you buy and sell
Uh-huh.
to create cash.
Cash. You want capital.
You want capital,
Right.
you buy and sell. And
Right.
you buy and hold to create wealth.
Right. You understand what wealth means? Wealth means it's beyond your time. Generation upon generation upon a generation of wealth, which is a strategy I love. I love generational wealth.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't want quick cash. Cash is for old people. Young people need strategies to build wealth. When you get old, that's when you need money.
Yes.
Okay? You need a lot of money when you get old. Okay? When you're young, you need to be building wealth. So if you're young and you want capital, it's because your lifestyle is too high. That's why. If you want a lot of money when you're young, your lifestyle is too high. You need strategies to build wealth. That's how we secure the next generation.
Yes.
Okay? What else going on there, Patrick?
Well, we've been talking about the West End.
Right.
Well, let's move east.
East. Wow. Okay. So there's the opportunity in the East as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't make the East End people get jealous. So they
Right.
say, well, you talking about the West all the time. What happened to the East? Well, there's tons of stuff going on in the East. Let's start with the Patrick. What's going on in the East
Well,
End?
now you have we were talking earlier on about the transportation networks.
Right.
You know, we always follow the census, follow the population. You also follow the transportation network.
Right.
So we've seen the 407 expansion into going east, right?
East,
Past Oshawa and into Bowmanville
Right.
by 2019.
Do you understand that, folks? I mean, in a year and a half, 2 years now, the 407 expand into Bowmanville. What does that do for you as an investor?
Oh, if, as an investor,
Yeah.
obviously, well, that really affects your cash, not your cash flow, how much money you make when you invest in those areas.
Right.
Because when you invest in those areas, when the transportation network increases or expands, right,
Right.
what happens is you have people moving there, you have more industry, you have so many different dynamics start to go on in that area, and we see
Right.
that in Bowmanville.
Yes, absolutely. Right. So again, if you invest ahead of all these infrastructure getting in place, that's how you make the money. Okay. A lot of you guys seen this stuff over the years. If you grew up in the GTA, you see what happened to Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, when people buying housing, buy for $25 and $30 and $40,000 and $50,000, people think Barry was 10 hours away. Okay, Barry was only 45 minutes away from, or a hour away from Toronto. Now you guys seen the growth of Barry over the years.
Well, let's not even go as far as Barrie. Let's talk about Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby. I know, like, not more than like 10 years ago, we used to
Right.
call those places the boonies.
The boonies, that's right. When you go into Pickering, you have to take your suitcase. You have to spend a weekend. No, that's not the same conversation today.
No, definitely not.
Okay, now when you go into Pickering today to buy a house, you have to take a suitcase. You need a suitcase of cash to have to afford to buy a house in Pickering.
Exactly.
Two different. You're going with a suitcase. There's two different things at this point of time. Before and now. Okay. Before you need clothing, now you need cash to buy properties in Pickering. Isn't that amazing? You know, the funny thing is, I tell folks all the time, Patrick.
Yeah.
In Southern Ontario here, our oil is real estate.
Yes.
In Alberta, you have oil.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're not investing in oil in Alberta, you must be a fool because it's right in front of you everywhere.
Exactly.
So you find the best oil company that's doing very well in Alberta, you're there locally, have the best employees, and you invest in that company.
Exactly.
You're pretty much guaranteed to do well, okay, for the most part. If you're not investing in real estate, which is our oil here in the GTA, something gotta be wrong with you.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, not everybody have the ability to do that today. Maybe you have situation limitations, you have credit limitations, you have income limitations, you have whatever it is limiting you from doing that, capital limitations. You got to start putting your things in place, okay?
Exactly.
Get established to be able to buy real estate. Now, I tell folks, I'm not a big fan of condos when it comes to wealth, but even if it takes you to buy one condo,
Exactly.
to start off the process,
Exactly.
get yourself seasoned, established, get yourself comfortable with the ability to invest and rent that out to someone.
Exactly.
That's a decent way to start.
Exactly.
Okay? And then as you get comfortable and you want to go to the long-term hold, freeholds we need to be in to establish a wealth portfolio over the next 15, 20,
So
30 years to
everything in
come.
little steps.
Yeah, in little steps. So not everyone will come out and buy 2 properties, 3 properties, 10 properties, cost you $1 million when they're sitting in a short time frame. Some people who were able to do that had their finances already in place before they come and talk to us.
Exactly.
Okay? And the others need to put things in place so we can get you to that next level.
Exactly. Some
Okay.
people start by, even doing joint ventures, you know.
That's right, yeah. So again, if you don't have enough capital by yourself, partner up with somebody else. Partner up with your friend, family member, brother, co-worker, who knows, who cares, it doesn't matter. Grab somebody by the arms and listen, I want to get on board on the wealth building train. I want you to come with me. That's it. That's your statement right there. I'm jumping on board the wealth building train and I want you to come with me.
Exactly.
That's all, and that's it. And if they says no, have yourself a good day. Have yourself a good day. It's not a big deal. You're looking for people who have the same vision and expectation of life like you, who have the same value of life like you. That's what you're looking for. Okay? Now, keep in mind, folks, we all not going to win in this train. There's winners and there's losers. Okay? And don't ever forget that. There's people who win in life and there's people who learn to lose in life. Some people lose all their life and some people win all their life.
True.
And some people have ups and downs.
Exactly.
So keep that in mind. Not everybody can have to board this train and get off safe and sound. So keep that in mind. So when you talk to someone that says, hey, I'm not interested in real estate, I'm not interested in investing, I'm not interested in wealth building, you said, thank you very much for your time. Have yourself a good day.
Exactly.
I see you at the top.
Exactly.
Okay, because my mentor used to tell me, he says, Frank, if you stay on your focus long enough, he said your enemy will become your fans.
Exactly.
You understand that? You stay doing something over and over and over again, never change your language, continue taking action, busting your butt day by day, 7 days a week, make it happen, your enemy will become your fan. Then it's like, wow, I can't believe he did it. They will become your fan. So when a person tell you no, it doesn't mean no to you. It means that they don't know. Because if they know your objective and what you're trying to accomplish in life, they're like, let's do it together.
True.
Okay? It's pretty simple. I remember starting off in this business and I had so much rejections.
Wow.
So many rejections. I talk about friends, family members, you name it, man. I can give you stories that make you laugh all day. The things that people used to say to me.
Wow.
And I would not imagine that I thought they were growing stable humans, because I started very young in the business, right?
Yeah.
And so most people I talked to were adults because they the one had money who could afford things.
Yeah.
I can imagine stable human beings would actually tell me the things that I heard.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Real estate doesn't work that way. Business doesn't work that way. I've been in this country long and blah, blah, blah. You're never going to own a piece of land in this country. Everything you own in this country belongs to the government. Blah, blah. All this kind of stupid stuff people should talk about. Okay? And I said, okay, that's fine. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. This is not for you. It's just for me. It's not for them.
Yeah.
And you move forward towards buying real estate. And within a short time frame, everything changed. Everything changed. And I can tell you today, folks, most of the people who didn't like what I was doing, who didn't like me, they become my fan today. Because they say, oh, Frank, that guy is doing pretty good. He's doing stuff.
Yeah.
They start looking at you differently.
Yeah.
Okay? So expect that when you start off in this stuff at the beginning, most people are not going to like what you're doing. They're not going to like you for no reason. Why? Because you are doing something they're afraid to do, is changing your financial situation.
True.
That's what you're doing. Okay? You're changing your financial situation. Okay? And people hate to change.
Yeah.
They don't dislike it. They hate to change.
Change is difficult.
Right. So and when you change and you become successful, it makes most people around you look unsuccessful, and they hate to be in that position.
That's true.
You understand that? So you got to get used to that. So if you're going to do a joint venture, like Patrick mentioned, you can get some resistance. Just keep that in mind. Just warn you ahead of time. You're going to get some resistance.
Just make sure you have a good strategy.
That's right. And then you move past it, and you move, and things are going to change in your life in a short time frame. What else going on, Patrick?
The thing is, too, one thing is we are in Ontario. We are in a very strong province. I mean, why I like Ontario, I mean, I love Alberta, but Alberta is just held together by oil, primarily oil. But like Ontario has so many different industries and businesses sustaining this economy.
Excellent.
Also fueled by the population growth and the immigration. I mean, looking at my notes here, Ontario's population is projected to grow by 30.3%, or more than 4.2 million over the next 25 years.
No. Yeah, that sounds too good to be true. Repeat that for me. 30% population growth in the next 25 years.
Or more than 4.2 million people in the next 25 years.
Do you need a better crystal ball than that?
Where all these people going to live?
You should go out and buy $1 million. Actually, no, let me change my number now. I've been saying $1 million for the last long time. Go out and buy $2 million worth of real estate, like immediately.
Yeah.
Okay? Whether you're buying pre-construction, you're buying resale, buy $2 million worth of real estate immediately, rent it out, and just sit back and watch your family wealth grow.
See, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your children, for your family.
Right.
I mean, I know it's cliche, generational wealth, but you're securing your family's future.
Right.
Through real estate.
You're actually buying real estate as a practice at a discount price today. Because what it really means is that in the future it's going to be very more expensive for you to buy the same piece of property. Do you know the funny thing is, Patrick? I listen to older folks a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes they motivate me, sometimes they depress me. Okay? So I told this guy a couple weeks ago, he says, Frank, I remember when I started off in real estate, it was 1901, and properties was selling for $60,000, and I bought my first one at $57,000. We had a great negotiation, we got $3,000 off, and blah, blah, blah. And I says, only one you bought? He said, yeah. I said, why not? He said, Frank, I learned very young in this country that you never own a piece of property in this country. The government owns everything. So I just want to start off with one. But I think I should have bought more now. It's like 80 years after.
After the fact.
You understand that? It's 80 years after. So you have the opportunity to secure real estate in your family, okay? I would recommend one property per child.
True.
You understand? Yeah,
Because,
right?
I mean, when these kids grow up, they're not going to be able to buy properties.
Absolutely not.
They're going, you know.
Yeah, they can't.
I mean, the GTA is going to become like a luxury market. It already
That's right.
is.
Yes, that's right. So one property per child. So you do the numbers, how many kids you have, how many kids you want. So you might say, I don't have any kids now. Buy it ahead of time.
Exactly.
You buy it at a discount, buy it ahead of time, okay? You go to the grocery store and it says, oh, we have paper towel on sale. You have a few in your house, you don't need any right now, but you buy it ahead of time, so when you do need it, you have lots that you bought at a discount.
Exactly.
Okay? So you buy real estate ahead of time, okay? So rather, when you sit down, you don't have a financial planner that does real estate, we can do that for you. You can come and sit with us, we can talk, listen, how was your kids? 3 years old, 4 years old, 2 years old, okay? And we go down and create a plan for you. You're buying one property per child over the next 4 or 5 years, over the next 5, 6 years. We work with our investors over a long period of time because we establish a relationship with you because we help you building wealth for your family. This is not sales. It's different. This is not sales. I'm not trying to sell a piece of property. We look at your financial situation and try to help you build a real estate portfolio by one property per child. One property per child. You guys get that? One property per child. I'm talking to everybody. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everyone. One property per child.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very important. Okay? So if you buy a property, your kids are like 2 or 3 years old now, or 1 year, whatever it is, right? When that child reach age 20, 25, guess what, Patrick? There's no mortgage on that property.
Exactly.
Okay? So your child reach age 20, 25, there's no mortgage on that property.
And what you're doing is you're giving your child probably a better start than you had.
Right. Like most of you guys probably know this, a lot of you came out of a university or college and entered the workforce where you already have a mortgage. It's called a student loan.
Student loan, exactly.
Right. So with one property per child we're talking about, folks, you can take that property, you can refinance it, you can pay for your kids to go to school, you can pay for their wedding, you can pay for a down payment, they can buy their first property, and give them a very good start on the wealth building trend. I tell every parent, as your child reaches 18 years old, kick them out of the house. Get out of here. Go out and learn to make mistakes. Contribute to the economy.
Exactly.
Get them out of the house.
Exactly.
Let them be responsible. You got 45-year-old men, Patrick, still live at home today. Can you imagine?
I know.
Grown men still live at home. You should listen. If you're a grown man living at home, you should be embarrassed by yourself.
Yeah.
You can say, "Well, I went through a relationship upside down, and I went through something. I'm going back for a few months." No, no, no. Do not go back home. Don't go back home. If you go back home, I don't want to use that word on you, but don't go back home. Listen to me, man. When you go to the battlefield, okay, and there's opposition in the battlefield, you don't run back home, man. You stay there and solve the problem.
Yeah.
Are you with me? So when you go out, you leave your parents' house and you go out and you reach resistance in life, you're going to resistance in life. Life goes up and down all the time. You don't run back and sleep on your mom's couch. You solve the problem. Yeah. Okay? So even if you have to go and rent an apartment or a house or a condo temporary, that's what you need to do. Now, people say, well, I'm going to go back home and save some money and then come back again. No, 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 no. You don't go back home. Yeah. It brings you into a soft mindset of achieving things. Exactly. You haven't gone through anything struggle in life and solve it. You run back to the safe haven, mom's couch, dad's basement. No, 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 no. Solve the problem and continue. Exactly. So as soon as they reach 18, 19 years old, kick them out of the house. Give them responsibility. Get them buying their first property. Guide them towards that step and give them the key of no turning back, no return. When you leave, you can't come back. Once you leave, you can't come back. End of story. You understand that? So if you're sitting on your mom's couch right now, get out. I'll come find you myself and take you off the couch. Go learn to solve problems in the world. That's why we need more leaders today, Patrick.
That's true.
Everybody seems to want the softest, easiest way to get things done.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to take on the responsibility, the tower. And soon get tough people crying, complain, oh my God, it's too difficult. Okay? You want to become a multi-millionaire? You're going to have lots of difficult days. Yeah. You have lots of sleepless nights. You want your kids to have a better future than you got to put in the sacrifice right now.
That's true.
Okay, you have to do that. If you're not doing that, then forget it. They're going to be just like you or even worse. Because what happened, Patrick? What's going to happen by 2030 in this country, in the real estate market?
Oh, God. like, no, anyway, like on a serious note, right?
Right.
I mean, it's a great time to be alive right now. It's a
Right.
great time to invest. Some people might say, hey, you know what? I missed the wave, you know, between 2011, 2012, 2013. No, man, it's still growing.
Right.
It's still growing. I mean, the market's still up. People are worried about the slump. Real estate goes in cycles.
Right.
You know,
Up and down, up and down.
up and
Right.
down. And I mean, it might have slowed down, but we're only going. The only way there's no way down. We're only going
Right.
up.
Up.
You know.
Why are we not concerned by the up and down as investors?
We're not worried. I mean, because like we're just looking at the trends.
Right.
I mean, just look at the trends, and the trends just speak for itself. I mean, look at the GTA itself. By 2041, right? The GTA is going to account for 67% of Ontario's net population by 2041, right? So it's going to grow from 6.7 million in 2016 to 9.6 million, right?
Wow.
In 2041. So that's about 3 million people.
New people. You guys smell the green? New people means new money. Okay? New people means new money. And more important, those are mostly immigrants, I would assume.
Mostly immigrants.
Right.
Yes.
So immigrants bring new ideas, new ways of life, new money to the table. Okay? That's what immigrants bring to the table. Okay? And we appreciate that. As investors, we buy homes, we rent it out to everyone, and to a fair market price. And that's what we like. And as a population grow, we get good cash flow and we get appreciation on our real estate value, and we love that. Exactly. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. We can't go wrong. And for some reason, and a lot of you guys are anti-government and anti-this. We love the government. We love what they do. Okay, our three partners are the government, the insurance company, and the banks. We love them. You know why? They want to make this possible for us.
Exactly.
Okay. The insurance company insure a property from fire and theft.
Yep.
The banks financial a property at a leverage, 90%, 20% ratio. We love that.
Yeah.
And the government create a wonderful immigration program to keep bringing more people here.
And they create the infrastructure.
And the infrastructure.
So pay your property
taxes. That's it. If you owe property taxes right now, I'll fine you. Go pay your property taxes. It's very important because you're getting good value.
Yeah.
You're getting good value,
Yeah.
okay? If you own a property anywhere in the GTA also including Hamilton,
Yeah.
okay? You are seeing appreciation over the last 6 months, 10 months, 6 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
You've seen that. Why do you think you get appreciation? Because somebody just want to give you money? No, it's the infrastructure that's being put in place.
Yeah.
From the corporate incentive that the government offered to companies to come and open up a business in your area, to hire people and create jobs, and expansion of train, and build roads and highways and create jobs, and build malls and plazas, and that's what drives your appreciation on your property.
Exactly.
So if you owe property tax, we're gonna go pay your property taxes, man. listen, don't get me wrong. I think it's a pretty fair system.
Yeah, it is.
Okay?
It is.
You're getting good value. And if you jump in your car right now, anywhere at GTNH, even on the outskirts, I can guarantee you see some traffic. And some of you guys complain about traffic. Oh, too much traffic. You know why? It's construction. Construction means that the government is giving you more value for your dollar. Exactly. So when you drive there next week, next year, next month, the road gonna be nice and smooth. And the road's not even so nice and smooth. That's not the problem. We have smooth road. We're going wider. We have about 5 lanes plus each side.
Exactly.
5 lanes collectors, 5 lanes express on both sides of the highway on the 401. Okay, that means we are preparing for more people to come.
More train traffic.
And if you like me who don't like the traffic, go on the outside.
Exactly.
Go on the outskirt. That's what we do. We go on the outskirt. I don't want to sit in traffic 2 and 3 hours, so I go on the outskirt.
Exactly.
Okay, I go where the traffic has the least resistance, and that's where I go. And the good thing with going where not a lot of people are at is that they're gonna come. They're gonna follow me soon. And when they follow me, guess what? More money. They're gonna buy where I'm gonna be, and the property price goes up. So a very smart strategy.
Exactly.
Okay, very smart strategy.
Again, if you've learned anything today, you follow the transportation network.
That's right.
Follow the census.
That's right.
Follow the population.
Right.
You know,
go invest. Go invest. Meaning 2 things. Get off your asset and start investing. Also look and see where the GO station, GO train station and other trains are coming. Okay? The GO train station and other stations are coming. Anything to do with transportation is coming. So you don't want investments already there. I mean, it's good, so you can still get good opportunity when it's already there. But you want to invest ahead of the masses when it's to come. Right now you're getting to come information. So we have coming, Patrick. We have the express line coming from
From London, from Toronto,
Right.
all the way to London in 2025, and
Right.
then extending all the way to Windsor by 2031.
2021. That's on the west side.
West side.
Right. Woodstock, London, Ingersoll on the west side.
On the
What's
east
going on the east
we
side
have
now?
407
Expanding.
to Bowmanville by
Right.
2019.
Right.
And we also have the GO train station expanding to Bowmanville too,
Ah.
2024.
You guys hear that? Repeat the last one there for Patrick so they can get it. Here's a crystal ball again. We can drop a crystal ball all evening. Listen to this. Go ahead, Patrick.
We have the 407 expanding to Bowmanville by 2019.
Right.
2019, 2020. And then you also have the GO train station
Right.
expanding also to Bowmanville.
Right.
It's in Oshawa right now, expanding to Bowmanville by 2024.
2024. So what I mean, folks, you buy real estate in all the areas that we're discussing right now. On the west side, London, Ingersoll, Woodstock, Tillsonburg, St. Thomas, all those places. Or you go on the east side, you go to Bowmanville. Newcastle is one opportunity.
Probably Newcastle.
We go as far as Newcastle right now.
That growth is going to affect Newcastle. And it's already, I mean, Newcastle, the price of houses are going up already.
That's right. So Newcastle, you guys never heard Newcastle before? Well, you're hearing it now. Newcastle is just east of Bowmanville. Just past Bowmanville is Newcastle, next city over. What about Curtis? Curtis,
yeah, so right after Oshawa, so Curtis, you know, then Curtis, Bowmanville, you have Curtis,
Right.
then you have Bowmanville,
Right.
then you have, what's the city where just Newcastle?
Newcastle,
Yeah,
that's
so
right,
those
yeah.
areas.
So here you go, a lot of opportunity available. Now, what you need to do, folks, is contact us. You can call me, my direct line, 647, I'll probably put it right here, 647-237-3642. That's my direct line. And I give Patrick one as well. 1 second there, Patrick.
No worries.
Yeah. You can call me, you can text me, and come and sit in my office. We're going to sit and discuss your financial situation. Okay? We can sit and discuss your financial situation in a step-by-step process. There's no rush, there's no fuss, there's time. Opportunity is always going to be there. But
Exactly.
what's not always going to be there is time. What's Patrick's phone number, Patrick? 416
919
uh-huh
5582.
5582. Yeah, so that's Patrick, direct line there. You can call Patrick. And what we're going to do, folks, is sit with you to discuss the investment opportunities. We have lots of opportunities right across the GTA, from Ingersoll, Woodstock, London, St. Thomas, all the way up to Bowmanville, Newcastle, east side, west side. And right now we're stopping at Newcastle on the east side.
Yes.
And we probably stopping at London, St. Thomas right now on the west side.
West side.
Okay. And now we have a lot of more opportunities coming. I'm just waiting to finalize some builder's permit and all that kind of stuff. And city approval come in place like Simcoe, Ontario. There's another opportunity. This one mainly for retirees.
Yep.
Most part of retiree that's coming up soon. So if you want to retire in Southern Ontario, there's a lot of opportunities coming there as well. Now the good thing is to do, folks, even before you decide that you want to invest, is to understand your finances.
Exactly.
Understand how much you can buy. Understand what your credit situation is like. Understand what your income and debt load situation is like. You need to come and sit with us. We both have mortgage brokers we work with that's going to help you understand what's going on paper and tell you how much you're pre-qualified to purchase way ahead of time, so you're not wasting time jumping all over the city. And you start buying one property, two property, three property, and you move on from there. And as you establish a relationship with us, when new opportunities comes out, guess who gets the phone call first? You do, you do, you do, you do, you do, you do. You know, and that's what it is. You know, I do a lot of research, and because I'm always there grabbing for more information to who's going to change my financial situation.
Yeah.
And I've been ignoring the East for a long time, bro.
Yeah. I know.
My investments to stop at Pickering. I never go past Pickering. And last year, spring,
Yeah.
I got a phone call from a young lady. She said, Frank, you got to take a look at this. I said, where is it? She says, Bowmanville. I said, Bowmanville? I said, what's in Bowmanville? She said, Frank, you got to take a look at this stuff.
Yeah.
I said, what's going on? She says, Ontario Power Generation, generators there, a company, spending over $15 billion to revamp its infrastructure and expand this company.
Yeah.
And that's right out of between Bowmanville and Curtis.
Yeah.
And then she told me the GO station is coming downtown Bowmanville as well.
Yeah.
And I start fact check. I don't really take everything people tell me. As I start fact check what she's telling me, everything panned out well. And I took my team up one Saturday morning, and we went up and we bought a bunch of properties And all my investors right now is sitting pretty happy on a bunch of equity that we didn't even predict would have happened. All because I get that one phone call.
Wow.
Yeah, one phone call does it all.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Okay, you guys hear that commercial? One phone call does it all. Remember that? That one phone call. So if you're part of myself or Patrick's team, and when I call you, it says time to go, time to take action, you better get moving because you're gonna miss opportunities.
Exactly.
You're gonna miss opportunities. We took a bunch of folks up in Ingersoll in February of this year, and they bought real estate. Every single person who bought there is sitting on equity right now, because the market is selling for a lot more than we paid for it in February, March of this
exactly.
year. Yeah, and even with the market setback, Patrick, we still see the market holding appreciation on the outskirt.
Doing very well.
Yes, doing very, very well. Okay, so again, you have our contact information. You have myself, my information. You have Patrick's phone number. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any question. We can answer your question here right now. We're here, and we can help you get to the next level. If you have credit situations and you want to deal with that, you can go to my website, remakeamerica.com. I get the link. You can get access to my credit kit, and the credit kit literally gives you the step-by-step process how to establish and fix your credit. And you can order it online, and it comes right to your doorstep, or you can actually come and pick it up at the office. You have both options. Okay. So this you get my credit kit. If you want to change your credit situation. So remakeamerica.com/credit kit, and doesn't go through step-by-step process how to reestablish your credit. Credit is important in this country, folks. Credit is secondary to oxygen. I'm not sure you guys understand this, folks. When you have good credit, you know how many things you can do?
Yeah.
You know how many things you can do? It's so powerful. That's what makes us so great in North America, Canada, United States. That's what makes us great. We have the best lending system in the whole world. There's no other country or continent or area of this world has a credit system as effective as us.
True.
Do you know what the ability to have nothing, absolutely nothing, and you can walk into the bank and get something, like a credit card, give you the ability to spend and the ability to pay it back? Do you know how powerful that is? Most people in third world countries wish they had even a 10% of that opportunity. We have that here. Okay? You can walk into the bank and get easily $5, $10, $15, $20, $50,000 in credit if you establish yourself as a credit-worthy person.
True.
That's very, very powerful. Okay? And if you're not leveraging that system, you're wasting time, man. You're wasting time. I've been telling people about credit over the last 15, 20 plus years in this country. A lot of people take it for granted.
Yeah.
And the ones who took advantage of it, they're millionaires today. Their financial situation has changed.
Yeah.
That's how powerful credit is. Okay? What credit is, folks, is the bank lending you, somebody trusting you, they don't even know you. You might even be a crook, and they don't even know you. But they're trusting you. This is amazing. We have a trusting system here where the bank are just trusting you based on your credit profile and giving you access to money and praying and hoping that you're going to use that money for the good things and pay them back.
Yeah.
And the ones who do it, able to borrow more.
That's true.
And the ones who don't gets limited with bad credit, which preventing you from building wealth for the next generation. Some folks are renting in homes in this country for the last 15, 20 years because they have bad credit.
Right, yeah.
You pay the landlord's rent for 15 years plus. You're building someone else's empire. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you have the ability to create your own. So you can get access to my credit kit, learn how to establish your credit, get access to the bank money, start investing, start building wealth, and change your financial situation. What else we got back before we wrap things up? What else is going on?
Let's see. I think we've covered a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot.
We cover a lot.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information. If you have any questions, feel free to post it. We can try to answer some of your questions and get things going for you. Any questions at all? Of course, real estate related. We can try to answer them for you and get things going And hopefully we can change your financial situation for you. It's very, very important. Wealth is very important to me. Wealth is very important to Patrick. We both are building wealth for our future, our kids' future, and make sure we secure that, and so no one else can take that away from them, or give them a better start in life than most other children out there. And you should be doing the same thing too. Okay, it's not very difficult. It's also not the easiest thing in the world to do. I mean, look at it. You're probably born with nothing. You have nothing all your life, and all of a sudden, this guy on Facebook or YouTube, you can become a millionaire. You can have money. I mean, that's not easy. If you've never seen that kind of environment before, it's a difficult mindset just to change that. So we know that.
It takes time.
Right. It takes time. So you come out and see us. Talk. There's no pressure. Talk to us, and we can tell you exactly what to do. So you all of a sudden, this guy comes and say, you can own real estate. You can have multiple properties. You can build wealth. It's scary for a lot of people, and I know that. I tell most folks, if you're sitting across the table from me and you're not scared, I'm scared for you. I'm literally scared for you, because there's no way you're going to tell me that I'm going to put you into $500,000 property and you won't be peeing your pants. Oh, yeah. It's going to happen. After the first one, you'll be peeing your pants. The second one, you'll be jumping in your pants. You're going to be happy after the second one. Okay? So I understand what frame of mind you're going to be going through, because I deal with a lot of people over the years in this business. And I understand it might be fearful for a lot of you to even take that step to even call us. I understand that. And it's a part of the process. Don't think you're the only one going through that. A lot of people go through the same thing just like you. Yeah. They're scared. They're scared. And why are you scared? Because it's a change. You're going to change. You have to change. If you want success, you have to change. If you want results, you have to change. So contact myself or Patrick. Our number's up there. You can text us if you want. And we're going to help you. We can help you taking it step by step towards better your finances. It's not that difficult. I started out very young in this business, and I make a lot of mistakes. Patrick started off as well, make a lot of mistakes. Now we have the knowledge base to help you take it to the next level, and you can't go wrong. We're not salespeople, we're not selling you anything. We're just guiding you in a step-by-step process, establishing a relationship with you for the next 5, 10, 15 years to help build your family wealth, to help build yourself, make yourself a lot of money. Okay, everyone else is doing it. You can do it too, man. We have people that never even step a foot in Canada before. Foreigners are investing in this country.
Yeah.
Foreigners never even see what Canada look like. Okay? And they're taking advantage of the wealth building engine we have going on right now. We call it the wealth building machine now. They're taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Why are you not taking advantage of it as well? You can't go wrong. It's an easy process. It's going to be a little bit challenging, but over time it's going to be easy for you. Anything you want to say to these folks, Patrick?
No, I'm good. Just call Frank, call me.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, then we'll help you answer any questions you have, and try and guide you put you in the right path.
Whether it's pre-construction or you want resale, we can do condos, we do freehold, and more importantly, we can do multi-family rentals. That's a little bit more for the advanced investors.
Exactly.
So guys who already own a property or two, they want to crank up the next level.
Yeah.
We can help you crank up the next level. The multi-family rentals.
And think joint ventures.
Absolutely. Think joint venture. If you don't have what it takes, try partner up with somebody. Grab your friend, family member. Say, listen, I'm going on the wealth building train. I want you to come with me. Never forget that. I'm jumping on a wealth building train, and I want you to come with me. He said, what is that? It's pretty simple. I have committed my life to build wealth for my children. And I want to share that opportunity with you too. That's what you say to them. Okay? And that's what you do joint venture partnership. Okay? If they says no, next, move on, find someone else. Because no means they don't know. They don't understand what generational wealth look like. They don't understand what generational wealth feels like. They don't understand how to inherit $500,000 to $1 million to $2 million. They don't understand that concept. Because a lot of people grew up working for everything they ever owned.
Yeah.
They work their butt off. They never understand what to inherit something. Okay? Inherit. You know what inherit means? You get something for free. Just because you link to the bloodline. That's what it means. You link to the bloodline. And most of you guys want to link to Oprah bloodline. If you link to Oprah bloodline, you imagine the kind of money you would get even when Oprah decided to go over the other side. Okay, if you link to Oprah bloodline, can you imagine? I'm telling you, man, you want to link to bloodline. It's about the bloodline. Real estate is a bloodline business. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? Real estate is a bloodline business, okay? Properties get transferred from generation to generation in family's name.
True.
It's always been that way.
True.
Okay? So you want to start off the bloodline wealth. Okay? You want to link to my bloodline, you'll be very wealthy. I guarantee you'll be very wealthy. My son, my daughter, my son, daughter. Yeah, you'll be very wealthy. It's bloodline. It's bloodline. So once you have it, it's all in the blood, all in the family. Okay? You understand? It's called estate, real estate. So when you die, it becomes an estate. Estate only stay in families. It doesn't go out of that. The Rockefeller family, the Kennedy family, you name it. The Rothschild family, estate, all estate owned. Whether it's businesses or real estate, it's all estate. Okay, but we love real estate because really you can see, feel, and touch it. Okay, so you're creating bloodline wealth. So nobody from outside can come and claim it. It's bloodline wealth. Automatically transfer from generation to generation. 1 property, 2 property, 3 properties. Okay, so contact myself or Patrick. We have to take your portfolio to the next level. And anything else you want to say to the guy, Patrick, if we wrap things up?
No, so remember, think east, think west, follow the transportation network, follow the census. You'll be good.
To your success.
To your success.
See you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Leave it. The wealth building machine, 2018, we coming at you. The wealth building machine. You watch this. We just getting ready to start back working. And we got a lot of opportunities coming. 2018, you can see a different Frank Corbin. We coming hard, we coming strong, and we're going to crank up to the next level. I'm going to start by doing seminars, and I'm going to show you step-by-step process, how this works. I'm committed to this stuff. I want you to be part of this. I want to be a part of the train too. We're going to the next level. 2018. When you finish up 2017 with a bang, and we coming at you. Action, 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 action. Read all about it. Action. Read all about it or be all about it. We're coming at you. The wealth building machine. 2018. I got a main man with me right now. We're going. We're coming at you. To your success. See you then.